record. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. And for those who are new to this, on the record is when I go to your local record store. I get CDs, DVDs, magazines, posters, whatever they got, something I find interesting. I take you on a journey. Then I explain to you what I got. And today I went to Rasputin and Campbell, California. Now they have so many DVDs and CDs. Their vinyl selection is good, but like their CD and DVD selection is fucking amazing. But I went there today with the mission to get DVDs. I did get two CDs because I was looking for CDs in particular, but we're gonna get into it. Let's just get into it. Like I got a lot. I got some heat too. The CDs I got Bad Boys 2, the soundtrack. Now this one has 50 Cent, Diddy, Nelly. It even got Mary J. Blige for the people who like Mary J. Blige's music. Like it got everybody on here. Like that soundtrack is a solid one. I went there looking for the Above the Rim soundtrack, but I couldn't find it. So I settled for that. That's a good option to settle on, in my opinion. The next CD I got, The Source, Hip Hop Hits Volume 6. This one's from 2002. This one has like Pastor Cavassier. This one has I Need a Girl Part 2. This one has Rock the Mic, Freeway, Beanie Siegel. Of course, it got Guess Who's Back with Scarface, Jay-Z, and Beans. Like it has a whole bunch of hits. It brings me back to when I was like 10 years old listening to music I had no business listening to. But it brings me back to a good time in my life. If I want to ever get reminisce on the music from when I was a kid, I put that on. But let's go into these DVDs because I got a bunch. First one, More Than a Game, LeBron James. It tells a story about his starting five and really him when he was at St. Vincent St. Mary's. If you want to dive into the story about LeBron James, that's it. I actually don't have no basketball movies besides Space Jam, which is fucking surprising. But I had to cop that. Had to cop it. Had to cop it. The next one we got is The Rundown. We have The Rock. We have Sean William Scott. And Sean William Scott makes this movie. I'm going to just say that right now. Like, he's a scene stealer. Like, any scenes he in, he is killing it. It's basically about The Rock. He doesn't, like, do violence no more. But, like, he goes to basically get Sean William Scott. Like, to bring him back, basically, for his dad. And it's a funny movie. The funniest scene in there is, like, this. There's a scene when they're like, get out of here, monkey. That shit is fucking hilarious. But Sean William Scott makes that movie. It's the Rock movie. You know what you're going to get as far as action. So next movie is School Days. I'm going to be honest. This is the first Spike Lee movie I got. And I know black people. I know. I'm disappointed too. I don't have Malcolm X. I don't have Do the Right Thing. Like, I don't have nothing. Like, I'm disappointed. I thought I had something and I don't. So, like, I got to get my DVD game up. This is what this is telling me. Like, I was looking at my collection before I went to the record store and I was like, you need to get your DVD game up. You do. The next DVD I got, The Hangover. The first one, because the other ones I'm not a big fan of. Now, this movie brought Bradley Cooper to my world. I didn't know who the hell he was. I didn't know who any of them was, really. Like, this movie brought all of them into me. Like, Bradley Cooper, I've seen him in movies, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But this movie, now, like, when somebody's like, who is that? I'm like, oh, it's a nigga from The Hangover. Like, that movie is so funny, and it's like, you didn't expect anything. Everything that happened, you did not expect to happen. That's what made it funnier. Like, first it's Mike Tyson, then it's a baby, then oh boy gets. Oh, I ain't gonna tell y'all the movie. Y'all know the movie, but it's funny. It is a hilarious movie. Like Zach Galifianakis, I hope I'm saying his name right. Steals the scenes that he in, of course, but it's a funny movie. I recommend it. And the next two movies are Bad Boys 1 and Bad Boys 2. Now, Bad Boys, I love the franchise. The number 3 was all right, but compared to the first two, it doesn't compare. Like, these movies are fucking hilarious. Martin Lawrence is hilarious in them. Will Smith does his job. He's supposed to be the handsome, suave guy, and that's what he is in there. it is just funny. Like the chemistry between them two is unmatched. You know, the humor is unmatched. Like, and the storylines aren't crazy. You know, I like the first one a little bit more than the second one because I feel like the second one had way too many explosions, way too many. Like I could deal about them. You know, I understand people love that shit, but like I like storyline. I like comedy. This one, the second one had a lot more explosions in it, but Bad Boys is a solid movie. I think it's Michael Bay. You know what you getting with Michael Bay. Like it's gonna be everything blowing up and shit. The last movie I got is the Kings of Comedy, the original Kings of Comedy. I think this is another Spike Lee one. Um, all of them are funny. Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, and the late great Bernie Mac. Like they all have great sets. Bernie Mac's set to me is the best. Then said, then DL, then Steve Harvey. Actually, I'm not really a big Steve Harvey fan like that though. But this is a fucking funny ass special. You know, this takes them on like the good old. This is the good old days. So this brings me back to shit I ain't supposed to be watching either. I watched that at an age I wasn't supposed to be watching. Like the Milk and Cookies. I ain't supposed to be watching that stuff. But solid, solid, solid. Actually, it's a certified classic. If you know, it's a certified classic. Like the original Kings of Comedy is a classic, and like the jokes, I can laugh to this. I can watch it this day and laugh at everything. It is funny. Like I don't know what's coming up, and that's how we're gonna end this. This has been another episode of On the Record. I have been your boy Jamal Radio Raheem. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. We need to get them subscribers up, up, up. Um, Also got the Radio Raheem tapes, drops every Saturday. You know, sometimes we have oldies, sometimes we have new music, sometimes we have just instrumentals. It's gonna give you something to bump your head to, you feel me? But we out. Till next time. Y'all stay safe out here because I know everything's crazy in these streets. Y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all next time. Peace.